headed to Denver for Game 1. The last time the Lakers won in Denver, April 11th, 2022, in a meaningless game where Mike Malone rested 4 starters and the Lakers were led by Malik Monk and coached by Frank Vogel, who was then fired. LeBron has not won in Denver in over 4 years. So, Nick, must win?
Game 1 is not a must win. I think it is a will win for the Lakers.
Okay.
I think that they've almost to have any chance for me to be correct, they have to split the first 2. And I'm not even talking about the in-6 part of it, just the Lakers winning the series, because I don't think you're going to beat Denver, obviously 4 straight, and I think winning a Game 7 in Denver, when at that point it is every other day, is almost impossible. I want to kind of put this on its head for a moment, Wilds, to you. Because you, right now, your confidence for this series on a 0 to 100 scale is 100, correct?
Yeah, it's pretty close. 99, probably.
So Vegas, the math on with the series odds, Vegas gives the Lakers about a 22% chance to win this series.
But that's a lot of dumb money on
okay, Vegas. You're trying to use my line.
Is it not?
That is correct. Well, I'm not sure. I haven't seen the sharp square, how it's landed so far.
That's because you're up
but,
late.
But so here's my question. If your confidence right now is a 100 on Denver, what will it be on Monday if we come in and it's 1-0 Lakers?
Still 100, probably.
Okay, all right.
Because then they would split just like the Heat series that was tied going to Miami, and then they won 3 in a row.
Yeah, but what about the flip side is the Lakers, who last year in the 7 versus 2, the path for the Lakers last year against Memphis and against Golden State was split the first 2, win the 2 at home, go up 3-1, and then close it out in 6 at home. So there is that component to it. So you're not concerned at all, even if they pierce the invincibility.
No.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
It's not a must-win in Game 1. I do think it's a must-split in the first 2 games. For them to have any chance, it's got to be they have to go back to L.A. 1-1. Because if they go down 0-2, right, and we've seen teams go down 0-2 and win the next 2,
course.
and now it's a series.
Won the championship that way.
I would somehow be higher than
if they go down 0-2, the thing is, even as strong mentally as LeBron is and what he's been through in his career, yes, it's like they beaten us 10 straight times.
Yeah.
Like, psychologically, I'm sorry, that's going to wear on you. If not on LeBron, then on Anthony Davis and the rest of the Lakers.
Yes.
All right, so they got to get one of these games. But I will say this for Game 1, Nick. This is what's a must for Game 1. I got to see something from D'Angelo Russell.
That is correct.
Like last year, you showed the numbers: 6 points a game, 13% shooting from 3 against the Nuggets.
Sure.
If D'Lo comes out in Game 1 and plays well,
doesn't even have to be on fire.
And even if they lose, right? If he gives me 18 points, shoots a good percentage, and they lose, I'm feeling good that D'Lo showed up, because I know what I'm going to get from LeBron and AD. Yeah. So that's a key.
Okay. Last year at home, 34-7. In the playoffs, they went 10-1. This year they're 33-8, so that equals up to 77-16 at home. The Lakers, it's taken the Lakers 3 years to win 4 games. Do I think they're going to win 4 games in 2 weeks?
No. That is, I think the whole it's taken them 3 years to win 4 games is
it's a little bit unfair because they actually did, and then I added those 8 games on top of it.
Yeah, of course. And there's a lot of pieces to it. What I don't think is unfair is to talk about remembering the beats of last year's series, how every single game was either tied or a Lakers lead in the 4th quarter, and that LeBron flatly was out of gas, and in 2 of those games, Jokic hit buzzer or shot clock beating threes that almost made me jump off my balcony.
But he kind of does that.
But I mean, again, he doesn't.
I know what you mean.
Listen, he's a legendary player, and all of it. I get all of that. It seems like a lot of your analysis, though, goes out the window if last year's series was 4-1, and it easily could have been. So I'm not. That's
was 4-1.
Yeah, because then it wouldn't be 8 straight.
It sounds like it was a close sweep.
They won by 6-5, 11-2.
Are you calling for a sweep, Wilds?
Nah, I'm just trying to. I mean, maybe. It's going to be now. Keep him out of Friday's game against Sacramento. Pelicans starting 5 last night. Zion had 40. The other players had 34 combined. Offensive rebounds, he had 3. Everybody else had 4. Brew, yesterday you said you kind of had moved on from Zion being a superstar. Did this performance silence your doubt, or the fact that he got injured?
Well, let me give Zion some credit. I did not see this coming. All right. It was the biggest game of his NBA career. He's facing a legend that I'm sure, grew up idolizing. All right. And he had to listen all day, because I'm sure I wasn't the only one, saying, we moved on. He's a nice player, but when we look at the young stars, the future faces of the league, he's not one of them. He had to listen to that all day and maybe all week. And he went out there and played the best game of his career. So I give him props for that. The problem, of course, is he got hurt. The game was actually a microcosm of his career.
That is correct.
It's never been his ability. It's been his availability. Yeah. And he was fantastic. As we knew he's averaged 27 points a game for a season, 26 points a game for another season. We know he can play, and what he did last night was great. And we know he's capable of that. But then he got hurt. And now, so he ended the doubt. Rather than silence the doubters, he actually probably heightened the questions again of, can you ever count on him?
And Wildes, you nailed every element of this game except for the winner. Like the Alvarado part of it. No, but like the Zion, it was really looking like it was going to be your. Yeah. So I'm more interested in what you have to say than what I have to say.
I was kind of upset that he left the game. Not like, oh, you should buckle down. I was just like kind of sad that we were right up against the finish line of getting a big victory over LeBron, and then it just kind of the injury bug bit him. And I was just like kind of bummed out, to be honest with you.
What you said in the beginning there, I'll take a step further. It was a weird departure. It was weird.
Yeah,
it was weird, and now they're saying like that for it to be a hamstring, and for him not to attempt to play another possession on it.
He knew it. So
I thought,
points over at the bench.
He points over and he's just like despondent. But then he's jogging.
He's moving fine.
Yeah, so I'm not questioning him, but it was odd. Yeah. You know what I mean? And for them to now also be saying definitively out Friday and going to be reevaluated.
Look how he goes back.
That's what makes it weird.
Right. He's not.
But it is a microcosm. Frustrating, a little confusing. Yeah. You see the high levels, but obviously for the Pelicans, it's death. And then there's the whole Brandon Ingram thing. So for what could have been the best night for the Pelicans since they won the Zion lottery, turned into do they trade Brandon Ingram this summer? There's a lot of
weird.
Yeah.
Well, look, Ingram's got a chance to go out there. He's going to have to be huge.
He's going to have to be huge.
Sacramento.
Yeah, I don't think he's 100%.
Yeah, I don't either.